So, weijie, I will come back to your these questions later on.
Yeah.
So, this is the coaching call plan. So, I think right now, I think you are in either phase 2 or phase 3, since you have already started your coaching call with Pete lah. And then, okay, I just want to know a bit more, because you have experience in investment, because you started investing since 2018 ma.
Yeah, that's correct.
That's all. So I believe that you know how to analyze company lah.
Yes.
Are you using FragSnake, or you actually have your own way to analyze company?
I use FragSnake, but I don't use all the parameters.
Parameters
Yeah,
okay.
there is. I don't use the entire FragSnake, but I look more on the numbers like your ROE, your debt to equity ratio. These are the numbers that I place more priority on, and of course the net revenue.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Understand. So because your this financial goal, right? In fact, actually you are looking at passive income, and then of course you are looking at also long-term wealth, which means actually you want your money to compound.
Correct.
Yeah. So later on we can just simulate and how you can actually receive this passive income by using options. Then I realized you also have this knowledge in trading. So which means actually this is also considered like your passive ma.
Yes.
So you trade actually is more on day trade, or you trade?
No, I don't do day trades.
Then
normally short term around 2 to 3 months.
or 2 to 3 months. Okay.
Yeah, long term will be 1 to 2 years.
Okay, so you probably would not set a stop loss since you are trading at this I mean 2 to 3 months, right? Will you look at the last swing low, I mean the last support level to set your stop loss for trading?
Depends. Normally I will set a trailing stop.
Trailing stop. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay lah. So I think this one also can be part of your passive income for trading. So weijie, I just want to know because I look at your last record, you started with capital 45,000 ma.
Right.
So because I based on this, actually you have 13 stocks. So any changes for all these company? Do you actually sell any company away or add any more company?
Actually, I already sold GILD, Facebook. I also sold already. EMPH still holding.
Okay.
EW still holding also. Disney I sold already.
Okay.
BRKB I sold and I bought again.
Okay, so okay, understand. Then how about the rest? BAC and like Google, Illumina, McDonald, all these?
McDonald I also sold already. I've been collecting CrowdStrike and Tesla shares and also Alibaba shares.
Okay, so which means actually you added so right now maybe you want to share with me your current portfolio, will be easier and faster also.
I share my screen.
Yeah.
Let me share my screen. Okay, so currently I have these stocks. My portfolio is a bit messy because I'm also managing my other relatives stocks as well. So I have actually classified them. This is my relatives stock, which is GoIAC, which is more into energy sector. For me, I'm more focused on tech. So it's APL, Baba, CrowdStrike, Google, Shopify, Tesla, and Zoom.
Okay, so currently you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 stock
Yeah,
for the tech side, tech sector.
correct.
And then the energy one, may I know how many company you want to? About 12,
11, 12.
12 companies.
Okay.
And then
Yes.
for these energy sectors, right? What is the allocation like? I mean, how many percentage or what is the amount that you actually set aside for this?
Oh, this one actually, I don't know whether I also not too sure on the portfolio sizing because this is under my relative, so it's a
Oh,
separate. I would consider
oh,
it a separate portfolio lah, although
so
it's
I
under
don't
the same
care,
account.
which means don't care about this portfolio lah.
Yeah.
Okay, then forget about it. So only concentrate on these 8 companies. So
Correct.
okay. So 8 companies. So your allocations, let me see.
I think I'm more heavy on Tesla.
Yeah, more heavy on
Tesla,
Tesla.
Tesla is should be around 40% of my portfolio.
40%.
Yeah.
So the other one will be CrowdStrike lor. I think so.
Yes.
CrowdStrike and Baba.
Yeah.
Okay, so Zoom for share. Okay lor. Which means actually you have 1, 2, like Tesla and CrowdStrike, they are more like disruptor stocks.
Correct.
Yeah, the rest actually Shopify, I think okay lah, you have 1 share, so I think still okay.
Yeah.
Only right now is Baba and Tesla that will right now is Tesla making a loss, Zoom also.
Correct.
Okay. Okay, then your options, right, will be
I have Palantir Vicor, uh, C Limited Vicor, and Tesla Vicor and Nvidia Vicor.
okay, can Nvidia actually you are making a profit. Only this Tesla. So for
Correct.
this Tesla, right, what is the number of days?
The number of days left, I think, is until 229 days until Jan 22.
Okay, because this one you have to take note because the date actually is getting shorter, so which means your time decay losses actually increase. So I mean, are you planning to exercise this option or no?
I'm not planning to exercise,
Not
so it's
planning.
either I take a loss or I hold it until it breaks even or actually profit. But
Yeah, because,
I have confidence in Tesla. That's why my trade plan is I didn't set a stop loss of 50% because if it's other buy call options, normally I'll set a 50% stop loss. But for Tesla, I will just keep it that way. I don't know what is your opinion on this?
first of all, I'm more concerned on the number of day left because firstly Tesla actually is still moving on a sideways trend.
Right.
Yeah, so sometimes it may bounce out and then retrace back again. So I only feel that if you're going to hold on, even though you still have 229 days, yes, it's still okay, but you still need to actually plan out what will happen if, let's say, this buy call option for Tesla actually come nearer to your expiration date, which means probably left like maybe 150 or 140 days. You can use the risk graph to check. Yeah, so by then actually your losses will not be this amount already. Probably will be slightly more than this. So you have to ask yourself now, since you don't have the so-called intention to own this 100 share, then whether you should actually close these positions and then take up the amount of money and then redeploy to another stocks. that you want to own.
Correct. So how do I risk analyze the existing trade? Because I know I can risk analyze a new trade, but this one is how do I?
Okay, you can go to, let me adjust my screen first.
Okay.
You can go to analyze.
Okay.
And then you type in Tesla over here.
Then.
And then you go down to here. You can see here. Then you untick the one that you want to analyze. I mean, you untick those boxes that you don't want to analyze. You only tick those. Which one? I think
should be this one buy call, right?
Yeah. The rest actually, this one is it the right trade? I think yes, right?
Yes, this one is the buy call 21 Jan 20.
Okay, all right. So you can just adjust to the. How come your one is? Okay, this one will be.
How do I move this?
How come? You can move this cursor to your left.
My left.
No, sorry, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Sorry.
Okay.
Okay, so right now what we need to do is there is a date. Let me see, where is the date? How come you don't have? You try to click. There's a date. There's a date whereby you can see your P and L based on today.
Oh.
Where is the date? I can't see it from this platform. You can let me see, where is the date? You try to click here and see whether there is anything pop up here. This action menu. Nothing. Where's your date? There's a date one.
How do I see the date?
I think it should be here. You try to click here, the arrow. No 嘞，这么奇怪的嘞。How come? Okay, never mind lah. Since yes, here. Okay.
Okay.
So right now, what we need to do is maybe we have to move the date further along to probably 229, right? Your current date 229. So we try to simulate this trade law. Let's see. If let's say 229, what 229, right? Is it the number of days left?
229 days, correct.
Okay, so we can assume let's say we try to simulate maybe probably another 3 months and see what could be your this P and L if the share price actually still stay within this range.
Okay.
So 3 months, which means 229, which means you have to move forward to September, right? 9 月. Yeah, I think around September. Yeah, so
6th of September.
6th of September, then we see. You can move this date over here. Let me show you. Yeah.
Okay.
Then you click.
I click already.
You click already.
Yeah, 6th of September.
So right now we can go and see what is the price. If let's say for now Tesla is at around 600, right?
For now,
I can't remember.
599.
Yeah, take it as $600.
Okay.
So if let's say by then you move your cursor and see what is the P&L now, and you go to 600. This one below over here. Yeah. Then you move up here. So you can see your P&L actually increased by another 2,000. Can you see? Your over here, the box here.
Which box?
You go up, your cursor, you move up. Okay, then you see here. 134 134 something 0.87. You can see over here.
Okay.
Yeah, so right now your P&L, your losses actually is at 11,000.
Mm.
So if let's say if you're hoping that the Tesla share price to go up, right? Of course, I hope that the share price will go up. Okay, but if not, right, that is when you have to ask yourself, are you able to actually swallow another $2,000 losses if the share price actually try to stay within this range?
By September lah.
And then you also need to check what is your break even now, or over here, I think so right now I think your break even will be, yeah, I think around 856, right? 856, this one.
Okay.
Yeah, so which means if you don't want to make any losses, that is when Tesla share price have to move all the way up to 856 and above. 856 will be your break even. You'll be like losing nothing.
Okay.
No losses at all.
I see.
So all these things you have to really consider and ask yourself, are you okay to hold on for another 3 more months? And do you think that Tesla share will eventually go up to this level?
Understand.
Yeah, so you have to really monitor this trade. But of course, you can do. I'm not sure whether you do any sell call or not.
Sell call, yes, I got sell or call on it, but I'm not very effective. That's why the diagonal part, right? The diagonal part I got sell. I think I closed it already.
You close.
I sell a call on it. I think it's 700. I sell a 780 call. Then once it's about 50% profit, I close it.
Okay. As long as you make some money, at least can filter off your losses for these buy call options. But you can actually continue to do it. If you still want to hold on for another 3 months, you can do it like for the next 3 months. Every month you collect back some money.
Sure. But actually for sell call, how do we optimize it? Is it waiting for the price to go out, then we sell call, or when the price is going down, then we sell call?
Okay, there are a few ways to set your strike price for your sell call. So first of all, you can just simply based on the chart, based on the resistance level.
Okay.
So
based on resistance level.
This one way lah. So you can see your resistance level will be at currently is at 615. Is it 615?
615. This one is the 20 EMA.
20 EMA lah.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is one way you can do your sell call based on the resistance level. Another way is simply just based on the Bollinger Band. So once it hit the upper Bollinger Bands, right, then you can do a sell call.
I see, but my buy call strike is 750. So I need to sell a call that is above 750, right?
Okay. By right, yes. Yeah. By left, when you are seeing this kind of losses, right? Okay, you can actually do a sell call, especially when this company is moving sideways or downtrend. Especially right now, it's moving sideways. So which means the price actually won't go up a lot. So you can actually take this advantage, right, by doing sell call.
I see.
So sell call, one thing is good is because sell call is the time is in your favor. The time is in your favor. But whereas for buy call, right, the time is not in your favor. So the reason why you have to apply this diagonal spread is we have to make use of the sell call to filter off whatever losses that we make in our time decay losses in our buy call. So you have to make use of this current so-called current trend, which means you look at the trend, actually it seems like moving sideways.
Correct.
Yeah. But one thing I'm concerned about Tesla is sometimes when there is a demand in this share price, right, in this company, the share price might go all the way up one.
Yeah, that's why I'm afraid of. That's why I don't dare to anyhow sell any strike.
Yeah, so this is something that I have to preempt you first lah. Okay.
Okay.
So you can actually do probably less than a month and see how much you can collect back lor. And then see whether is it the ROI that you receive, is it make sense or not. Maybe I also can input a bit more. Okay. Do you know delta?
Yes, I know.
Okay, so you can also based on delta to look at the probability whether this strike price will get assigned or not. Okay, whether this strike price will be in, which means will be at this out of the money. What is the probability? So this one eventually will also like help you to play safe.
What is a good delta to play safe?
Okay, for me, right, anything between 20 to 25 delta, right, I'm good to go.
20 to 25 delta lah, 0.2 to 0.25 lah.
Yeah, 0.2 to 0.25, which means, right, there's only 20% chance that this strike price, right, will actually move all the way in the money. Okay, but of course, if you are more conservative, right,
yeah,
then of course you can actually go lower. But of course, when you are going lower delta, right, your premium will be also lower.
I see.
So you can actually go to your trade log and see whether you should actually execute this sell call or not.
Okay, so let's say 18 June, which is less than 12 days left to the expiration. If we take a look at the strikes, 615 is 1,570. Delta is already 0.41, then no go.
No go. So maybe you can look something lower, 23 to 20, 23, I think okay lah.
645.
Yeah, so maybe we can do some calculation now. I mean, what is the ROI that you will receive and then see whether does it make sense or not. Because we need to know what kind of reward that you will receive, and then of course we also need to see is it make sense to actually execute this trade now. Like 700 divided by your this buy call. What is your amount?
My call amount is 17K.
17K, 16805, right?
I think so. Around 17K.
The trade price over here, once.
Oh, okay.
So it's about 4.1%, so not so badly.
So 4.1, a good ROI will be around.
Just 12 days, 4.1%, consider not bad already.
I see. But actually, I got one concern about sell call. Sell call sometimes, will there be any freak accident that you will get exercised below the strike price?
Okay, because when you're doing sell call, right, you have the right, you're obligated to sell 100 share by right. So which means the other party also have the right to exercise.
Right.
So based on my experience after so many years in option trade, right, normally they won't exercise until the last day of the date, the expiration date.
Right.
Okay, so for me, actually, I got last month actually I got two. One is JD. I mean, not exercise lah. I mean, I was like I never monitor. Okay, I never monitor. So end up, okay lah, consider exercise. So end up, right, after the expiration date, right? After Fridays, right?
Uh,
And I saw that, hey, how come there's amount of money in my account? Then I saw a minus 100 share.
yes. But that is above your strike call or strike price or below.
Above my strike. As long as
above your strike.
as long as the share price actually above your strike, right? I mean TOS actually will automatically help you to do the assignment already. Okay. So
Okay.
if you afraid that you are being assigned, then of course what you can do is you have to monitor this trade. Then when it comes to near to this expiration date, maybe 1-2 days before, right, you have to look at the share price. Okay, and that is still far apart. Then of course you can monitor back on the expiry date, or if not, you can close the position like what you did, take 10% and then go.
I see.
So, but eventually, if you see share price go above, of course, you can do rolling order. You roll it probably higher strike, or if not, you can roll it further date to get some money back.
Sure.
So this is one option to minimize your losses. I mean, nothing nothing you can do, right?
Yeah, I know. I've been monitoring Tesla movements, but the thing is very volatile. Sometimes it can go down a lot, and sometimes it can go up a lot.
Maybe you can use you can go back to your this analyze trade. Then we try to use this. Maybe I show you. We can use price slices.
Price slices.
You open up here.
Yeah.
And then you go to here, this box. Okay, maybe we can just analyze based on this 1 sigma.
Oh, what's that?
Okay, so right now we have to change back the date to this date. You have to change it to maybe go back to today date. Yeah, go back to today date. Go to today. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Let me see. How come based on 1 sigma 5998? Then you try to shift this cursor. Maybe move. No way. How come? Your one. Okay, this one actually is based on the probability range, which means they based on 68.27 probability. Based on this date, right? Or based on the other dates, what could be the share price and movement based on 1 sigma? They also based on the implied volatility, I mean the volatility of the share price, and to gauge what could be the share price movement based on this date. But right now seems like this one actually doesn't move. I don't know what happened to your TOS.
Doesn't move.
Doesn't move. Normally, once you set in, they will actually show you different amount already.
Oh, across the three.
Okay, never mind. We can go to probability analysis. Okay, so we how come your one a bit different?
How do I see this chart?
Yeah, okay. So this chart actually is also same thing, is to tell you what is the probability based on different sigma. So because right now your date actually a bit different. How come? I mean September, you should actually go. You try to change the date again. I don't think you will see this date one. How come? Okay, 6th of June already.
Okay.
So right now what you can see is okay 669. So the just now the sell call is at which date? Maybe we can go back and see. It's on which date?
18 June.
18 June. So we move the date log to 18 June. Then we see, we analyze this trade log. It moved to 18 June. Yep.
Okay.
So you can see if I base on this 1 sigma, right, there is a probability that the share price might move to this range, okay? Which means 68.27 probability range. So based on this data, so sometimes you can use this to simulate to the trade log to set your this sell call. Okay, but if you find it very confusing, right, then of course you can use delta.
Okay.
So this is one way for you to look at it, and also you can also based on the date over here. Okay, eventually you can see they already tell you what is the percentile, okay, that the share price will go to. Okay, you can see 99 to 619 based on this date. Actually, yeah, 14.37%. Okay, in fact, you can see actually the percentage for going down, right, actually is higher.
Okay.
Yeah. So
percentage going down is higher.
maybe because the trend, as I said, is like seems like moving sideways, or actually it has already formed a bit of downtrend. So yeah, so you have to monitor your this trade long. So I think doing sell call will eventually filter off some losses for your this trade long.
I see. Actually, one more question. You wait for the price to go up on a green day, then sell call, or you can sell call any day.
Okay. Personally, for me, right, I'm more like Kang Yi. You know Kang Yi, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Because I know him for a long time already.
so me and Kang Yi, we actually because our objective is very clear lah. Okay, so Kang Yi also like we actually don't want to wait for like the share price actually move all the way to resistance level and then do our so-called sell call. Yeah, because sometimes the share price actually will take some time to move resistance level. So for me, right, I will actually do my sell call when actually I'm doing my buy call, which means I will do together diagonal spread.
Okay.
So one way I can reduce my capital cost. On the other hand, actually I am collecting back all this money. So it's like I don't really like to wait because to me sell call actually I can roll it over if let's say share price actually move all the way above my strike price. So there's nothing to be panicked now. So,
okay.
I mean, I have more flexibility for my sell call.
Understand.
Yeah. So so really depending on your strategy, what is your objective?
Actually, for this 68.27, is it a very specific probability you use?
Which means that's why I mean you can set 2 sigma but 2 sigma you try to click this one. There's this thing. I'm not sure whether here you can click here. Sorry, weijie, you can click here.
Yeah, I click already.
You click here. There's an arrow. Yeah, then you can base on 2 sigma. But this one is negative. Negative 2 sigma. You want to see positive, then you click positive.
43.
So, but 2 sigma, right, is not based on 68.27 percentile. It's based on 95%.
95%. That means there's a 95% you will be more accurate.
I won't use accurate It's a probability. There's a probability based on
higher probability
so
cool.
But for me, normally I will try to use 1 sigma only I mean to be more conservative and also to be more realistic.
Understand.
Okay. So So this is how you actually can make use of these price slices lah. A lot of simulations that you can use, but not many people want to use it because sometimes they might find it confusing. They will just based on the resistance level and the support level to actually enter into option trade law.
Okay. I think
So
need to test it on paper account first because I never ever sell call below the buy call strike before.
but like right, Kang Yi actually share about his lemonade ma. So he's very skillful. He's an option master ma. So
okay.
he know what to do because he actually using all these simulations right to simulate the trade. Even for me, sometimes whenever I'm losing money,
Yeah.
I don't really care one. So because we want to actually make use of this sell call to actually reduce our losses. Because sell call, as I said, because you only can make money when the share price actually moves sideways or go down. So when you already confirm that it's moving down or moving sideways, right? Then of course you can actually apply this sell call.
Okay. So actually the next question is like if get exercise, then how to recover from that?
Okay. Of course, for me, right, I don't want this thing to be happen.
Yeah lah.
Okay, so normally I have to monitor, especially when my so-called buy call is losing money. And on the other side, I'm doing my sell call. I need to monitor my trade already.
Okay.
So for me, I will always look at the direction of the trend.
Okay.
So if let's say there is like a forming uptrend, which means the direction actually is moving up rather than moving sideways or down, right? Then of course, I will prefer not to do too much sell call.
Okay.
I because there's a very high chance that the share price might move above my strike price.
So you mean that when you see a trend that is going up, you will exit the sell call trade lah?
Yes, likelihood, yes. Because you see, I've been doing for Facebook. So sometimes even right now, like last week, I executed one sell call, but eventually the share price actually moved up. So I'm making a loss right now lah. So I'm still okay because my expiry date is on 18th of June. So I'm going to roll it over, roll it over to a higher strike, or maybe roll it over to a further date.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's an issue when you are actually placing a sell call when the trend is going up, right? That's also one issue that you might afraid that you might get a sign off.
Yes. Okay.
So it has been happened for a few times right, for me like CRM, Salesforce. I also got a sign before. Yeah, so because I actually don't mind. I don't mind to I monitor the trade and I know that if let's say I close the positions, I close the position, I might be losing more. Yeah. So back then because I never monitor. I forgotten.
Okay.
So
at least when you get a sign, it's like a covered sell call lah, so still okay, right?
It's a diagonal spread lah. I'm okay one. I'm okay.
Okay.
To me is I already know what is my break even. So eventually when I got a sign, right?
Yeah.
I actually try to close the position on Monday. I still make some profit because the break even price actually is only like a bit more. So I'm also lucky on Monday the share price actually retraced back a bit. So that's when I close the position.
Yes. Okay, I understand.
So for your scenario, you have to if you really think that you don't want to do like less than your strike price for your buy call, right? Then of course you don't feel comfortable, then you don't do it lah.
Okay.
Also, how about the other thing?
My other trades are like verticals.
or you are doing are they credit spread or debit spread?
Both, I think. I know only credit. No,
You are
I
doing
don't
credit spread,
do
not
that.
debit spread. Okay, okay.
Yeah, credit.
So you are doing more on the pupu spread lah.
Bull put spread and barefoot spread. No, sell call spread.
Sell call eh? I thought credit spread is pupu and back call ma.
I think it's this one, sell call.
This one
Back call
is
spread, back call spread.
back call spread lor. So okay lah, you know how to do it, then should be okay ma. All this will be your passive income already. Because I've been doing for Amazon, you know, right?
Yeah, I know Amazon very easy target for
Yeah,
verticals.
I love Amazon. I've been like doing this pupu spread for Amazon since last year already. I've been doing accumulating like.
But you always wait for it to retrace to 3,000, man. Or
You have to do it when it hits support level. You cannot do it when you are doing at the resistance level because you are at a super high risk.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
support level. Even at support level, sometimes they will go below the support.
yeah, so you have to see because for pupu spread, right, as long the share price don't go below your this sell put strike price, normally when the date is getting nearer, you will be making profit, right?
Correct.
Then you must also look at your risk and reward law. So normally for me, how I play my this pupu spread, right, is I will look at the average losses.
Average losses.
Average losses. Which means that
how to look at the average losses?
Okay, maybe you go to maybe you analyze one trade whatever trade.
For Roku?
Okay, can okay.
Then analyze it.
You same thing you go to analyze trade, yeah. Then you key in. And then you get the risk profile. But this one, pupu spread, what is your so-called your this exit plan? I mean your profit zone.
Actually, my trade plan is for it to be above the 360 strike by the end of 18, because I think I put it into May, then it was in the loss, so I rolled it to June.
Okay.
It's still in the loss, so I'm confident in Roku but it's just don't know when they will go out. So probably in June I may roll it to July.
Okay, can, no problem. That's one thing, best part of pupu spread.
But you just need to have conviction in the stock.
Yeah, so you go to risk profile, then I share a bit more how I utilize this pupu spread and also set my this risk and reward ratio. So you can see right now because your this expiry date is a bit still have another two weeks. So what I do is normally I look at my so-called this line, the average cost is somewhere near your, I mean, I will base on the sell put, which means your sell put is sell put minus, right, 360. So over here.
Yeah.
So this will be your average loss, which means how much you are losing? No, not losing.
Should be losing because it's below 360.
Yeah, so you can go to, I know there's how come?
Is it 18 June or should I put today, 6 June?
Go to today. Go
Today.
Yeah.
Okay, this is today's date. So currently break even is at 3. Is this Roku? Yeah, this is Roku.
Hey, you are making even. Let me see.
I need to set this date. It's supposed to be expiration date, right?
You maybe go to
Okay.
So now based on today, what is the share?
Today's Roku is 327.
7. Okay, you go back to your analyze trade 227. Yeah,
Anything wrong?
nothing wrong. I'm just looking now. You go to 327 here. I see what is the losses.
Wait. Oh,
Actually, you see the thing is, if I base on 97, but based on today date, you are making a profit, right? 968. How come? Cannot be, right?
currently it's at a 34% loss
No, how come more?
because my buy put is more than my sell put. My sell put is making money. Sell put is plus 35%. Why 35%? Sell put making money.
Which means you are losing around, if you base on this, it seems like losing around $1,000.
Yeah, 975.
Like $1,000. But how come the risk up? How come doesn't really seems to be, something must be wrong somewhere. Cannot be.
Which part is wrong?
Nothing wrong. Everything seems to be correct. Even right now, this one should just click again. Double. Click here. Yeah, correct. This is the risk graph for the vertical spread for the put spread. You see the profit. This is your break even, which means you will lose nothing based on 343 month.
Correct.
You'll be losing money
if it's below 343.
I don't see this negative sign here. Is it negative? I can't see.
Oh,
Is it negative or positive? I can't see for this. I think negative should be negative. Then correct already lor.
yeah, negative.
Negative, right?
Should be negative. I think it's the green line cover it.
Cover it. I think correct. Then should be correct one. Then for me, right, normally what I do is when I actually plan out this vertical spread, right, what I do is I will always look at my average losses because this one, okay, normally I will look at somewhere around my because this one actually is your rolling trade
It's rolling trade.
So before I execute this vertical spread, right, I will always look at what is my average loss first. For example, if let's say my average loss for this trade, maybe at 200, then I will always ask myself, based on these $200, how many contracts actually should I allocate for this?
Again, based on this 200, how many
contract should I actually allocate for this vertical spread based on my portfolio lah. Normally for me, I will based on 1 to 3%. Which means if let's say I have 100,000, then of course I can use probably 1 to 3%. For example, $1,000.
Yes.
And then my average loss is 200 ma. So I can actually execute 5 contracts for this vertical spread. This is actually how I allocate and place it. In case if anything goes wrong, like share price actually go down and go against me, then this will be my so-called cut loss zone already. I don't want to lose all the way until my max loss. That's how I plan it. I don't want to so-called, this is my contingency plan. Yeah, just in case.
Again, average loss, you base it on
Normally what I base, right, I will base on the losses between, normally I will base on this sell put. It will somewhere around here one. But right now, because you roll it over,
yes.
roll it over, so I don't see average losses. So what you can do, because you already execute this trade already, so it's normally before you execute a vertical spread, right?
Yes.
That's how I actually allocate how many contracts, right? For this trade. I don't want to over commit myself. So
Okay.
play safe lah. I mean, if really market go against me, there's a major corrections. Then of course, that is when I have to actually close my positions. I at most will be like losing 5 trade based on $200 average loss. I'm losing $1,000. But I don't want to actually see a scenario whereby I'm losing the max loss. Okay, because your max loss will be quite heavy, right? If the share price go all the way below 300.
The max loss is always the sell put, the difference between the sell put and the buy put.
So which means it's 1.5 1.5, your this 10 contract will be quite a lot.
Yeah.
So you can move your cursor and see what is your max loss over here on this line.
It's like, yeah.
Yeah, that's your max loss. 22. How come so? That's your max loss.
2,200 lah. That's the max loss.
Because you roll it over, so eventually you actually minimize this your losses. So 2,000. So sometimes you have to ask yourself, when Roku go back below this $300 per share, then of course you might be facing this kind of losses.
Okay.
So even vertical spread, you have to actually plan out one. I mean, the amount of allocations, like the so-called the cut loss, everything must be like planned ahead.
Okay. Normally, I would just put below 5%.
Below
maybe 5%. Yeah.
Then okay lah. Since you know your allocation, then yeah, I mean, yeah, because I have encountered many like wow.
Everything in all in.
Because she don't know, she only apply the methods, but she don't know what is the consequences.
Okay.
So if let's say happen that she see this kind of losses, right? The first thing that of course people do, normal people do is close both position, close all the position.
Correct.
But at least you are experienced, you know how to roll it over, then still okay. But of course, not all the mentees know. I mean, for vertical spread, not many people know how to do it.
Okay. Can. Let's see. Okay. So it looks good for Roku. I think it's just ranging.
Yeah, but anyway, you just wait for this company. I think Roku okay one. I mean, you just need sometimes to to let the share price move out one.
Yeah, I need some time for it to move up also.
If you move on, then you continue, keep rolling. I mean, until really the share price move up, then by then you can just close this position or make some profit and close it.
Okay.
Then I think the rest should be okay lah. You know what. I believe you know what you are doing, but the only thing is whether you should actually because your stocks, right?
Yes. I haven't collect 100 yet.
Yeah, so you are actually doing diagonal. So you have to ask yourself also this amount of money that you place it in option trade, right? The amount of money, what kind of returns that you are collecting? Yeah.
Okay.
Because you are talking about compounding, you want to see a long-term wealth. So that is when you should actually like buy into stocks. And then of course you can just wait probably for 5 years, 10 years, the holding periods, and then by then your money can grow.
True.
over.
But actually, I was into options all the way. Then I think in 2020, I started to collect stocks. Then thing is that the two corrections hurt a lot. So I tried to sell some stocks to actually go back into options, and I try to make this balance, this balancing act, so that my stocks I still get to keep the stocks while my options can still carry on. But the thing is, I'm thinking like whether should I do less vertical trades or not,
You
because I think verticals hurt a lot during corrections.
Yeah, so you must see for for spread, right? Normally it's okay if the share price actually move a bit sideways or even go slightly lower. It's still okay one, as long as the share price don't go below your this sell put strike price. Yeah, so you have to see the company whether this company is it very volatile. Okay, so because I look at your this vertical spread, actually you apply poo spread on like for example Roku, C, even Tesla on they are very volatile. And then you must also understand when to apply this poo spread. You have to look at the directions. If you see that there is a clear uptrend, then of course you can apply lah. But if you think that this company is moving a downtrend, then you are probably applying a wrong strategy. You have to apply a back for spread law. So I don't know because Tesla, I think you should be applying a back call. I mean, I don't or even like I think Square, I think still okay lah. Square is moving sideways. Even
Actually, for most growth stocks, what I see is like there is a selling pressure, especially these few months. So everything seems like downtrend, and push the prices all the way down to the support level. So that's why I think I was thinking whether should I go bear or should I go bull. But I'm quite confident of like these stocks in the long term. So I actually, when they are at critical support levels, I actually went above spread. But the thing is, it's still ranging. It doesn't go very deep down until 400, 300 prices, but it stays around like 500, 600.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's why I go bull instead
Maybe
of
you
bear.
open up. Hey, Vijay, maybe you open up this Tesla. Let's see. You have 5577. Okay, so your sell put is 7. Or this one. Okay.
Yeah. This one, I think the 690 to 700 one, I think is I roll over. That's why I roll over from May to June.
But the other one actually still okay lah, 600. The share price is 599 ma. So you can monitor until near the expiry date. If let's say the share price actually don't go below your this so-called sell put strike price, which means 600 lah. Then of course you can but normally Weijie, how you actually execute this vertical? Do you base on delta?
I base on IV.
Oh, okay. For me, I base on delta.
Oh, okay.
So to play safe which means I have so-called a higher win rate which means I probably will not get assigned.
I see.
So I can just sit there and just simply wait until it expires
Oh, use delta. That means use delta.
Same thing
The risk to reward ratio would be slightly higher.
Okay. Okay. For me, normally what
it's a more safe strike lah.
So for me, ID percentile has to be more than 30. Has to be more than 30. Then I will execute. But sometimes I will actually break my own rule. Then I will apply when there is about 20 over percent. Like for example, Amazon recently, I have been like waiting for Amazon to reach about 30 over percentile. But but doesn't really seems like it will hit there lah. So I just execute one so-called this poo spread. So same thing lor, I use delta between 20 to 25. For this round, because of the so-called low IV percentile, of course I have to be very conservative. Then I will use 20
So
delta.
when you say you use delta for the main leg lah, which is the sell put lah.
对, sell put for this Amazon, I use delta around 20, and then I will go 2 strike down.
2 strike.
Which means
down.
2 strike up lah, 2 strike up. Which means for example, like my sell put is at $100 strike price, right? I will go probably 98. 98. Slightly lower.
Oh, okay.
2 strike, which means 2 strike long difference.
Sell put 100, then buy put will be 2 strikes below.
2 strike below. 1 or 2 strike actually okay one.
Okay.
But I will prefer lah. Then my risk and reward lah is nothing go beyond maximum is 1:4. That is my max already. Max.
Okay.
But of course ideally is 1:3. Anything within this range I'm good to go already. But always very hard to get this kind of range one. I think you know, right? Very hard one.
Yeah.
Very hard one. So I recently executed one trade auto dash. So IV percentile is like about 30%. So yeah. So I use this poo spread to accumulate my cash.
That's 30% IV percentile.
Yeah. Because you see, no point you have to execute this trade when the IV percentile low, because ultimately this premium that you receive, right?
Yeah.
Will be low.
Correct.
Then your this and reward will be definitely higher already, because every $1 that you're going to take, right, as profit, right, reward you're going to probably 10 times of your risk, and you might losing this $1,000 over. So 你要问你自己咯，划不划咯? I mean, if the share price go against you, are you prepared to lose this amount of money or not? So that is when you have to allocate this trade accordingly. That's why I always set based on the average loss. Okay, that's my max already. I cannot go I cannot 不可以输掉 my maximum loss one. Okay.
Okay.
All this poo spread 其实 actually this is how I apply for myself one. This is I customize based on my own after many years of like trading options, right? Then of course 我就自己 customize, then I find actually quite safe leh.
Okay, so it's 20 to 25 delta, 30% IV percentile. You don't look at IV, right? You just look at IV percentile, right?
I look at IV percentile. I will prefer IV percentile to go higher lah.
Sure, because selling options, the higher the IV, the more the premium.
So I want to take advantage. So maybe 你可以 like go to maybe one trade law, then 你看 whether by using this way 好像我用的啦, whether is it better, or whether should you actually use this your own way, is it better? You can gauge all and then to see whether 哪一个比较好, 哪一个 like safer or maybe higher win rate. 因为我的是because 我的 delta is like 20% that 20% there is a chance that I will get assigned so I like 80% that 这个 trade will eventually expire, then I can take the max profit lah.
Okay.
But 我通常不是的. Whenever I see about 70-80%, I close it already. I don't want to take the risk.
Okay, when you see like 20%, 30% loss, you will just close it.
No, whenever I see, okay, if let's say I happen to see my losses around my so-called this, as long as never hit my so-called the average
loss.
我没有 hit 到我不会 close it, because for this spread, right, normally the time is in my favor. The time is in my favor, so I don't have to hurry to close, because whenever I can see the share price actually is moving above my so-called sell put strike price, right? 其实 to me is okay. Even there is some movement like going down a bit, still okay one for me. I just want to take the chance to make use of the time decay to benefit my so-called sell put.
Okay.
So I mean, yeah lah. So I just want to share with you how I apply this particular spread. Even back call, I've been like applying Baba back call.
Yeah, lah, very nice to buy back on Baba has been going down.
Apply back call. I only apply Amazon and Baba so that I can actually I don't want to apply too many because I can focus on one or two. I know Baba actually is going down trend, so I know when hit resistance level, wow, that's a very bad chance already. But the only thing is Baba, the IV percentile is always very low.
Yes.
Yeah, so I always only do like 1 or 2 contract. That's it. But for Amazon and Autodesk, yeah, sometimes I will do 5 or even 6 contract lah.
Autodesk, okay.
Sometimes you can use this. 我不懂啦 I mean, maybe 你可以用这个 scanner to scan 咯。
OK。
你会用吗？这个 scanner？
我会啊，可是你用的是什么 scanner？
Okay, what you can do is you can go to actually depending on 我是看 stock 啦 stock 我是先找 stock first then
Okay.
我要想想啊 okay for me I will look at my this let me 想我看你是什么你 scroll down 啦I think there's last price right last or what 忘记了
last price last size
last then I will actually try to set what is the amount of so-called share price that you want to trade so 有时候我会 based on 100 yeah to find my stock then
okay.
then you can add in filter if you want add in filter then 也是可以去这个 stock yeah stock then 是啊我都忘记了我已经 set 好了我都忘记okay. market cap market cap market cap 我是 prefer to 用 about 20 million 以上的 company 20啦 or you can move the cursor if you want
cursor
and you can just adjust accordingly then 你是 add then the most important thing 的就是那个 volatility 那个很像是在 under I think under is it options 我突然想不起来了
volatility
imply volatility
应该是在 options
还是 study I can't remember 不是这个不是是不是volatility 我刚看到一个 volatility 那你 cancel
这算了
呀
equal 不是 equal 是 less higher greater than
你看你自己要放多少咯因为有时我会用这个 function 来 trade 我的vertical spread especially when the share price actually seems like right now 好像全部东西都很贵我就是用 spread to like keep rolling 我的钱20
million OK
所以你这个它在 load 所以等一下对它有什么东西up to 你你要看你要 apply 什么还有什么我都忘记我放了I know I have about 4 I customize about 4啦
OK
I can't remember but the most important 就是这几个啦 I mean then let's say everything confirm 你 just like scan but one thing 就是optionable 这个optionable 他还在录啊。
A lot of matches 啊。
哎，
OK，
你 trade 多久了 options？
option 啊，我那时学的时候是跟 Ken 学的，I think 是从2019开始。
哦，2019啊，OK OK。
嗯，
哦哦，OK，说抗议也是从那边学啊，还是什么？我不懂。
抗
我
议，等一下啊，我想一下，抗议好像是跟我一样 class，还
哦
是还
，OK，
是我的前辈。
哦，OK，哎呀，
那时候我I think 是，I think 他是 one batch earlier than me，就 me
哦，OK，OK，OK 啦，I mean 有学到，then of course 可以咯。哎，这样你可以做 mentor 吗？
啊。
对吧？我 propose。
我现在已经在帮 Rash 他们做 coach 了。
哦，OK，哎，但为什么你还要 join 这个 o my？哎，
I
等
think
一下，
it
你这
was
个，我
before
我 stop
that 吧。
recording，你接我 stop recording。